Come with me. Let's take a little trip to a place where the sun feels like a gentle hand on your cheek. Tuscany, sculpted from soft, colorful clay. Imagine a world where every hill, tree, and house is shaped by loving hands. The air is soft and quiet, filled with the hum of tiny clay bees. This is a place to rest your eyes and calm your mind. The sky is a smooth sheet of light blue clay, dotted with fluffy white clouds drifting lazily. Winding ribbons of soft gray clay roads curve through green hills. You can almost feel the soft texture under your fingertips. There are no loud noises, only the whisper of wind and cheerful clay birds. Everything here is simple, lovely, and welcoming. Look around. See the soft, rounded edges. The wobbly farmhouses with cheerful red roofs. White clay smoke curls from chimneys, hinting at warm fires and baking bread. Tiny thumbprints left by the artist remind us this world was made with joy. Let this piece wash over you. There's no need to hurry. Time moves slowly like a gentle river. Sit under a clay olive tree, feel the warmth of the sun, and listen to the quiet. This is your invitation to relax. Step into a storybook world where everything is calm and beautiful. Our Tuscany is a land of soft clay and gentle dreams. Let's explore together and see what wonderful things we can find. Welcome, friend. Welcome to our peaceful adventure. Now let us wander through the famous Tuscan hills. Great soft mounds of green clay rolling on and on. The hills blend light, dark, and olive greens like a giant cozy blanket. They rise and fall in a gentle rhythm, simple yet beautiful. Imagine walking here, your feet sinking slightly into the soft clay, like a grassy cushion. Tall, thin cypress trees stand like quiet guardians, their dark green cones adding drama to the scenery. The clay sun casts a golden glow, with gentle purple and blue shadows stretching across the hills. As the day goes on, the light shifts, painting a new picture every hour. The landscape is pure tranquility. Nothing disturbs the peace. Sit atop a hill and feel like the only person in the world. The silence is deep, comforting, and full of life if you listen closely. Hear the wind in the cypress leaves, the distant bleating of a tiny clay sheep. This world invites you to be still, to look, listen, and simply be. The rolling hills of clay are a perfect escape from a busy, noisy world. Let's walk down from the hills into the land where things grow. Here are the vineyards, neat rows of green clay vines, each a little work of art. Twisted brown trunks, delicate green leaves, and bunches of deep purple and red clay grapes. The rows create beautiful patterns like stripes on a green shirt. Gentle clay figures tend the vines. A man in a straw hat trims with tiny scissors. A woman checks grapes with care. Their work is quiet, peaceful, and in harmony with the land. Not far away, ancient olive groves stand with gnarled trunks and silvery green leaves shimmering in the sun. The ground is dotted with tiny black and green olives. The air feels ancient and calm, a sacred place for quiet thoughts. Families harvest olives together, shaking branches so the little clay olives fall like soft rain. Children gather them into baskets, sharing laughter and joy. The vineyards and olive groves show a land that is generous and kind, providing everything its people need. Turn a corner on our clay road and see a sea of brilliant yellow and gold. Fields of sunflowers. Thousands of clay sunflowers stand tall, following the path of the warm sun. Each flower is a masterpiece, a round, textured brown center and bright yellow petals, all smiling at you. The field stretches to the horizon, a splash of yellow against green hills and blue sky. Imagine a gentle breeze making the sunflowers sway in a graceful dance. Plump clay bees buzz from flower to flower, collecting nectar in a calm, unhurried way. Walk along the edge. The sunflowers are taller than you, a forest of golden flowers. Touch a petal. It feels smooth and slightly waxy. Peek between thick green stems and see the world in shades of yellow and green. This field is pure happiness, a symbol of optimism and warmth. Even on a cloudy day, it feels like a patch of sunshine. As we leave, the image of all that yellow stays with us. a warm memory to carry on our journey. Our journey takes us to Florence, Firenze, calm and beautiful in clay. Terracotta and sandstone-colored buildings line the river Arno, a smooth ribbon of blue-gray clay. The famous Ponte Vecchio bridge is here, with tiny clay shops and green shutters. The Great Duomo, a masterpiece of reddish-brown clay, dominates the skyline. Next to it, Giotto's bell tower stands tall like a decorated cake. These grand buildings feel friendly and approachable in their soft clay form. Wander the narrow streets, grey clay cobblestones, ochre and cream walls, green ivy climbing up. See a clay artisan painting a tiny pot, a baker pulling golden brown bread from the oven. The city is alive with small, quiet moments of daily life. Even the statues, like Michelangelo's David, are soft, thoughtful clay. Sit at a small clay cafe table, a tiny cup of espresso before you, and watch the gentle life of the city unfold. Clay Florence is a place of art, history, and deep, calming beauty. From Florence, we journey south to magical Siena, built on 3 hills of warm, burnt sienna clay. The city feels unified and welcoming, its narrow, winding streets leading to secret squares. At the heart is Piazza del Campo, a shell-shaped square paved with reddish-brown clay, divided into 9 sections. Beautiful clay palaces surround the piazza, where little figures sit, chatting quietly in the sun. The tall Torre del Mangia overlooks the square, a landmark visible from all over. Next to it, the Palazzo Pubblico and the stunning black and white striped Duomo di Siena. Every corner is filled with history and beauty, all rendered in soft, welcoming clay. Life in Siena is slow and sweet. Imagine the smell of panforte from a bakery, children chasing pigeons across the piazza. Siena feels proud of its history, yet alive and comfortable. Walking its sienna-colored streets is like walking through a dream, a perfect medieval city brought to life in gentle clay. Our next stop is Pisa, home to the famous Leaning Tower, made of white clay, decorated with delicate arches, and gently leaning. The tower's playful tilt makes you smile, as if it's resting against the air. It stands in the Piazza dei Miracoli, a lawn of bright green clay, alongside the Grand Cathedral and Baptistery. The white buildings against the green lawn and blue sky are stunning. Little clay tourists have fun with the tower, pretending to hold it up, lying on the grass, all with happy faces. There's a feeling of fun and lightheartedness here. Pisa's Leaning Tower is a monument to a happy accident, a beautiful mistake that brings joy. Beyond the tower, Pisa is a lovely university town with quiet streets along the river Arno. Buildings are painted in pastel shades, clay students ride bicycles, and the atmosphere is relaxed and youthful. Pisa's charm reminds us that perfection isn't always the most interesting thing. Let's step away from the famous cities and discover the simple joys of clay Tuscany. Imagine a village kitchen, a clay nonna rolling out yellow dough, cutting tagliatelle for her family. The kitchen is warm, filled with the smell of flour and love. Food is at the heart of Tuscan life. At the outdoor market, colorful clay produce fills the stalls. Tomatoes, aubergines, peppers, bread and cheese. Shopkeepers chat with customers, sharing stories and laughter. It's a slow, social, happy experience, about community and sharing the earth's gifts. In a workshop, a potter shapes a vase on his wheel, absorbed in his craft. All over Tuscany, artisans create beauty with their hands. There's joy in movement too. A clay figure rides a bicycle down a country lane, hair blowing in the wind. In a vineyard, a father teaches his son to care for the grapes. These small moments, quiet, gentle, and full of love, are the true spirit of clay Tuscany. The day comes to an end as the clay sun descends, turning orange and red. The sky is painted with streaks of pink, orange, purple, and deep red. Fluffy clouds glow with rosy light, a silent, spectacular display. The rolling hills are bathed in golden orange, everything soft and magical. Long shadows of cypress trees stretch across the land. Farmhouses soak up the last warmth, the world holding its breath as the sun says goodbye. The air grows cooler. Clay birds sing their last songs before night. Little farmhouses light up, yellow squares glowing in the windows. Families gather for evening meals, sharing stories of the day. A curl of white clay smoke rises from a chimney, carrying the scent of a wood fire. The world prepares for rest, for family, for quiet contentment. The sunset is a perfect end to a perfect day in clay Tuscany. Our journey ends here, under this painted sky. Close your eyes. Imagine sitting on a clay hill watching the sunset, feeling the last warmth on your face. Breathe in the calm, gentle air. Let the beauty fill you up. Clay Tuscany will always be here for you whenever you need peace. It is a place to rest your soul. Good night from Tuscany.